Hey guys, we're back. We're going to take some shine off this hot rod today so we can get some shine back on her. Devin, a buddy and neighbor of mine's coming over, and he's a body guy. Gonna learn me some things. Yep, gonna push some sandpaper. Welcome back to Red Isle Revivals. What if it's one of the Christmas came as a kit, that stand the camera's on. There's a remote to turn it on and off. What else is there? Oh, there's lights.
You take all that stuff home in the bedroom when you go into the night.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't like to miss any Hot Wheels action.
Where's the sander? There she is.
Very great where we left it in August.
Would you be using that more? But
Yeah. We will be. That old Nova's gonna take some stripping.
yeah, that car, what I'd probably do is turn that on to grinding mode, put an 80 grit on it, and strip the whole car down probably.
Inside.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I don't think there's any sandblasting to do with that car.
Doesn't look like it.
There's just a couple little spots by the
Make
tail light.
Make a good job, just strip it all down to metal and do the filler work and then prime the whole car. Make it really nice. Painting the around the window in here. That's when you can do that. Start do those edges and like these edges, any edges. Because I think it's so rough everywhere that if we try, like I was hand sanding there, just clogs the paper up quick. So we run over it with this first. We can still hand sand the rest, but doing all the edges, that's a big job. If it's all done. Too, we could pop the trunk to sand in here a little bit more. You know what I mean? Right on that edge, but other than that, just give them a quick swipe. Go over most of the car with this before we sand it.
Just to take the shit.
Just to take the roughness off, because all we're gonna do is scratch it, deep scratches by doing it by hand without doing this first, and it's gonna be a lot longer. March. Yeah, sandpaper. Rough it all off. Think about how rough. Finish doing this fender, then all this side will be roughed off, and I'll hand sand this side really quick.
Should we do the body work now?
Don't worry, it's in my mind. Don't
Okay,
worry.
because when we do it, there's a couple of screws that got moved in them flyers. I might just get you to wipe your finger in the holes and level them out.
Yeah, I think because that wheel well needs a couple little areas. So instead of doing this right now to the whole car and then going around putty, I think I'll just do kind of like a section at a time.
Yeah.
I'll do this fender, then I'll blow it off. And if anything needs a little bit of putty on this side, I'll do that, and I'll move over to the other side, start doing this to that side. You know what I mean?
Because them flares are inevitable someday before the car is repainted. It'll probably have to be touched up because it's Canada and hit a fucking beaver or something. Moose, flying hockey puck.
Yeah. Oh dear.
You know, I wonder if we can get Scott to make a set of skis. We'll put the Rubitrax on the back and make the snow hand.
No, just put a proper lift kit on it, put 4 tracks on it.
And put one on?
All 4 tracks.
Yeah, but she's not forward boogie.
It'd look cool.
They look cool with skis. Dress up with Santa, hat hanging out the T-bird.
You got high build primer in a can, eh?
I don't know if I have high build or
And I broke through right here.
edge.
Pretty big right here, but it was inevitable. It would have been done by hand also.
High build or self edge?
You had a can of that high build though too, didn't you? Yeah, that.
Yep.
Yeah, just take it out. I'm going to use it in a few minutes. Oh yeah, right there too.
Having a good time?
Well, it's because we didn't put much primer on this fender because it didn't need it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all right. Like I said, the fella could just do what I'm doing right now, knock the rough off the feather edges of the whole car,
Yeah.
and put like 3 more coats of primer on it, you know what I mean?
And block her all
And
again.
block it again.
Yeah. This is not that car.
There's not much primer on this fender, god damn it. We'll save a job like that for the minivan when you want to pull it in and touch up the spots on it.
Yeah.
Get a few more years out of it. You know, that's what we'll do.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
This is going black too.
Well, it'd be nice to have something bigger. Like I'm thinking that crew cab square body. Have I showed you a picture of that?
I think so.
With all the stripes and shit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's Terry popping it
Paint it white.
at least.
Yeah.
What's brighter than that?
Yellow.
that truck was yellow, you'd never think the sun ever went down to that bridge.
Yeah.
She's a lot of truck.
Has it got 8-foot box too?
Oh yeah, both of them. Come look at this. Not to give any better. Thing there. I know somewhere I'm gonna break through there if I keep sanding it.
Yeah, there's something there too. It's on both sides.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's just something we left then probably.
Sure. It's something we're leaving.
Well, it's literally in the same spot on both
Yeah, no,
sides.
it's a,
It's a little kink from where the hinge probably is. Same as newer truck doors like Chevs and Fords. There's always a crease beside the door handle on each side, and it's just from the handle, the way the handles are. I'm not saying this is
oh
totally
no,
that,
this
but
is, she's gonna live like this.
I think that's the same on both sides.
It's the same place.
Yeah.
But whatever. But I don't, does that need to be sanded anymore? Is there still a little shine or anything like that?
It's still rough. Let me see here. Do you guys sand them a lot?
Nope. Just using the palm.
Sometimes I prefer to hand sand the P's too, even though it's more expensive for certain things.
See, you're way more used to what you can get away with. That's flattening up quite a bit. Really, if the person was that aggressive on this side, that'd probably disappear too.
It'll flatten it out. There'll still be a little.
Yeah, but.
That did help it a bit though.
Oh, I
That
think so,
helped
you
that.
can see it.
Yeah, that did. That helped that out. That went out a lot. Feel that now. I have to lift this to sand the inside to get. You see, look, it's bulged on the inside too. Down in. See
Yeah.
right here. It's down there too. Feel that now. Just. And the slower you go when you're feeling something, the slower you move your hand, the more you feel.
Okay.
So if you go a little faster, it gives you a better idea. Like, if you feel slow, you're gonna feel everything in the whole car, and you're gonna think the whole car feels like shit. Or the whole vehicle. Let me see this one. Yeah, see this finish right here? That's what we're looking for. See this black?
Yeah, flat.
This is not, that's rough. That's what you're looking for here.
And is that
Short, fast strokes.
story of my life?
Me too. Me too. Not fast though. Short stroke, but slow.
You don't wanna go through that chucker lot.
Exactly.
So yeah, none of this is sanded good enough. But I can sand
That's,
that with
you
a block.
still feel it. This side is worse than that side, but it's not as prominent now. Yeah, use this block.
Well, I don't wanna have her perfect, cause everybody else will feel bad about their car.
Yeah.
I'm doing this for the people.
And yeah, but you can, I'm gonna leave these vents. You can sand the vents. And the edges of everything. And around this door handle. You can sand, that can be you. Right up to the tape. You can do that too. But try not to touch the tape too much. Because if you touch the tape too much, you thin it. And then when you turn, you know what I mean?
I think this should be decent here. Take a look and see.
I guess it's, if you can feel texture, then it's not enough. I'd say pretty much don't go by looks because it's hard because we have 2 different coats of primer, white guide coat, silver overspray, so it's hard to go by look. Yeah, that. There's a little rough. It's a little too shiny still, but overall pretty good, yeah.
You mean rough right on that edge? Or in here?
Right here. See on my thumb? See that? It feels smooth, but you can see texture in it.
Okay.
It's not a sharp thing, it's just a. As long as nothing, see that one in the hood, how it's tiny and sharp over there? Well, if they're not sharp like that, if they're just more or less like a,
They'll probably level it.
they'll look, it looks, you don't notice it as much. Those little tiny sharp dingers, that's what you see.
See, I don't even know if you'll feel that.
I feel everything right here. I mean, you're not gonna,
Right there.
yeah, you're not gonna really see that though, because this is a flat panel and it's towards the back. I'm just pointing out stuff that I feel,
Yeah.
but that's not a sharp boom. That.
See, I think I'm through the last layer of primer into the one before that.
Because it's still not flat, right? You're trying, it's, that's when you gotta stop. If you think you're gonna break through soon, just stop. You see, I'm just sanding this, and I'm getting deep scratches from hand sanding.
Okay, show me your scratches.
Deep. You can't see them. Yeah, if you feel them. See how it's
So I was gonna say, what do we do to prevent it? Because there's nothing, just bowl
Yeah.
through.
You change paper often, like a few swipes. Yeah.
Well then, I'm probably getting all kinds of scratches here you don't know.
Probably, yeah.
And you'll see those?
I guess they won't be as noticeable with single stage and just straight black, but on that silver, if you were painting the whole car that color,
If it was a black base coat, or metallic base coat.
yeah, that's, and it's like the paper's clean, so like, I don't know.
See, I can't even tell a little bit what you're talking
Yeah. Right here. See how it's sanding this way? Get some more scratches. There's always gonna be scratches from sanding, but
Yeah.
it's how deep they go. So right here, you feel that way. You feel them. Right here is where I feel everything. Right there on my fingers. Not my fingertips, not back here. This is where I feel everything right there.
And it's just the roughness you feel.
No, those are deep scratches. Those are individual, just side by side deep scratches. That's all it takes to show up in paint. And if you can't hardly feel nothing there, which is understandable, but that's all it takes to show stuff up in paint. Yeah. Ask me how I know. Yeah. I'm gonna go over this 600 for a second. Give me that block actually. Let me trade for a second. I'm gonna go over that same spot.
You can keep that block and like,
I use each one for different stuff
okay.
for some reason.
All in the same.
See, it's not as bad as I initially was making it out to be, but if that was, if you were spraying this silver in a base coat over this area, once it was clear and you looked like this, you could see them. You'd be able to see them, right? I can see them right now. Right here. Going this way, because that's the way I was sanding.
Okay, I can see them,
Right here.
but I never suspected that to be anything to see.
Yeah. Maybe, like, probably wouldn't, with this being single stage and black, I'm just saying that's how deep the scratches aren't allowed if you're doing what I do. You know what I mean? So aggravating. You put all the time into something and you're sanding down for paint, and that's when you're rushing the most, eh? Because you're ready to get her done. And
So there's lots of little pits, huh? Where would that be from?
it's just be stuff like this.
What do you think was doing?
Could be. Yeah. Or it could just be a little fish eye or something. It could be for anything. That could be a fish eye too, for moisture.
So you keep going off and on, or like I bet you if you sprayed that it would hide the little, right?
Yeah.
No.
You can put a piece of tape there or something if you want, so we don't forget it.
So what do you do with it?
You just leave it for now. Keep going. The biggest thing about this type of work is see how you stopped there because you found an issue, right?
Yeah.
Well, you leave that issue and you keep going. You leave these little issues to the very end. Like,
yeah.
We could put something in it now, but there's no sense because there's other areas that need a little bit of a putty in a hole like that. But keep moving because if you stop, you're like, oh shit. And now if you keep sanding that, try to sand it out, you're either going to sand through the metal or you're going to create a low spot. So you just mark it and you keep going.
Yeah, because there's,
Yeah, you know what I mean? So you're still getting work done, but you know there's an issue there that you got to do something with after.
I find you keep this paper clean, it'll last quite a while.
Yeah, you got to keep it clean, man. Lasts longer and doesn't put scratches. Trying to keep the dirt off. You're saying to do dirt. A dirty surface will make scratches too, and clog your paper up.
So you can't get right to the edge, it's like a millimeter away, eh? Without touching the tape.
Nice new piece like this. Nice and tight.
We'll video some wet sand.
I'll run over with this first to knock the top off, wipe it down, then I'll wet it again and I'll do my hand blocking.
Yeah.
That's how I,
Well, we'll see it on the Nova.
but this here I can't see, so I'm feeling my hand, and I had a few chunky, I think the primer, the gun was shooting their chunks
Yeah,
that
it
day.
was right along here.
I got them, there were some over there, I think I got them out, and I think all here, it's good now, but.
Oh, I remember what it was. They either didn't have a strain or forgot to use a strain.
Yeah, something like that. There was chunks shooting out. It was right here on this side.
Yeah.
Paper's still clean. It's starting to get wore out, but it's not clogging, creating scratches, right? So yeah, I'm basically going to use a feather edger on all the areas that aren't body lines, like everywhere where there isn't a sharp line, and then I'll hand sand the lines, and that'll be it. In my opinion, that'll be done. Because we're not trying to shape anything anymore, we're just sanding for paint.
Yep.
Nice sanded door here, so.
something about this ridge you didn't like.
I'm gonna try
If
sanding
anything,
it.
if we can't, like, that's not the end of the world. But, yeah, if there's anything to be done, fine. If not, well,
When I get there, I'm gonna move my way forward. I'm gonna sand it by hand
see what it looks
and
like.
see how much I can how much of it I can smooth out by hand. And yeah.
Yeah. Plan. I will leave the quarter for you with wet sanding. You want me to go back at the front bumper here?
Yeah, might as well get it done. Huh? I'm almost done with this fender.
How's it look? Now, Suzanne,
Looks good enough.
that's a spare.
Oh, it feels alright.
Well, it looks alright.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, it's here.
It's gonna be fine, honestly.
Yep. No, if anything happens, it was good for protect the product.
Yep.
Yeah, no, whack the fender with the trouble edge when we did. And
This one's got a lot of primer. Yeah. I'll probably do most of it except for this round. Yeah, you can just leave that. What
I think I got most of this.
Are you done with the front bumper?
I
You done?
think so, but you should wipe over it and see.
A little rough in here. Not bad enough. I'd say it's good enough to leave it.
We're gonna put that putty and scrape. There it is.
Yeah, once I get this spot, once I sand this line, flatten it out a bit, all that putty you had down there, You can sand that, and then there's a spot inside the door in the bottom here and there. Dab those in, let them dry, and then sand those. I quickly sanded in here again just to rough off this primer. I sanded these edges, these two edges. I don't know if you already did or not, but I'd sand them a bit more.
No, I left the edges alone because
I sanded these two edges. That's done. Like this door edge. That's okay. That's a little rough still. But
I'm
most
looking for it right there, I guess.
Yeah. I tried sanding it out, but it wouldn't come out, so I stopped before I went too far.
Okay, full disclosure. It's been over a week since we've been at this car. Sorry the video has a lot of time lapse in it. It's sanding, it wasn't that interesting. Car's pretty well ready to spray. Got to do some cleaning up. I have the wheels off, I have it moved over. Got some jack stands underneath it, good at a good height so we can get nice paint on the rockers and whatnot. Yeah. I guess all there is to do is for me to do some cleaning and prepping, and then the fun stuff like masking. Yeah. Yay. I guess it's time to embrace the suck. I think we're going to abort this mission till I go get some dust masks. Safety third. So, I give her a rough blowdown. I think I'm gonna call this video here. I'll probably not bother filming the cleaning up. I'm just gonna use Windex as a pre-wash. Works for Bad Jed, should work for this. Yeah. Gonna mask up the shocks and brakes and stuff like that with aluminum foil, I believe. Make it easy, quick, cheap. There will be more cleaning to do and touching up some masking, but as I said, I think we're going to call this a video. This is probably a more boring video or a little long in the tooth, but just showing a bit of what's going on here with this car. The next video, we should be making her shiny. Give her a new look, a new outlook in life. But if you made it this far, thanks for watching. If you wouldn't mind subscribing, liking, sharing, whatever. YouTube stuff, eh? And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one.